Pass the Thanksgiving special, please. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Thanksgiving TV episodes. For this list, we're taking a look at the Thanksgiving-themed television episodes that we're most grateful for. We're leaving off animated episodes, so a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving will have to sit at another table. Number 10. Lockdown, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Thanksgiving is all about coming together, but let's be honest, sometimes this holiday can be so tense that sitting around the table feels like being stuck in a prison cell.
Thanks for the sandwich, little dum-dum.
The second Thanksgiving episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine takes this concept literally, as the precinct receives a suspicious package requiring the whole station to be quarantined.
Calm down! Just calm down!
Let us out, or I'm gonna stop breaking things.
This is a human rights violation!
Jake tries to make the experience fun for his fellow officers and other detainees, which inevitably backfires.
No, we need them to calm down. We need to put on Something's Gotta Give.
Great idea. Great movie.
Also, we should probably put out that fire.
Seriously, a real fire breaks out. Thankfully, Jake is able to put out both the actual fire and the metaphorical fire with some help from Amy, bringing them one step closer towards becoming a couple. Meanwhile, Captain Holt winds up spending most of his holiday with Big Zeke and Tiny Terry.
A captain wants 4 sandwiches, a spoonful of mayo, spread evenly, middle loaf pieces of bread only.
What an ass.
Number 9. Punkin' Chunkin', Modern Family. Before he was a snowman, Josh Gad dropped by the Dunphy household as Phil's old protege who's become a billionaire by following his mentor's advice.
To this day, at every crossroad, I ask myself one question. What would Phil Dunphy do?
Record scratch.
This leads Phil to wonder why he himself hasn't hit the big time, placing the blame on the skeptical Claire.
Claire, you always do this. You squelch me. You squelch me right when I'm about to soar.
Honey, you're folding napkins.
You're folding my dreams.
Just as Claire crushes Phil's aspirations, Jay and Mitchell stomp on the dreams of Manny and Cam, respectively. In typical fashion, the family and all of the subplots cleverly come together in the final act with plenty of heart and humor to go around.
No, what are you doing is so beautiful.
Stop the lies. Jay told me the truth.
What did you say?
I mentioned it wasn't his best effort.
Of course, the biggest laugh is saved for last, as Alex and Haley's car accident storyline collides with Cam's determination to slingshot a pumpkin across a football field. It's the whipped cream on the pumpkin pie.
I distracted Haley while she was driving and we dented your car.
Fire!
Oh!
Yeah.
Wow, girls. 3 more seconds and you would have gotten away with it.
Number 8. The gang squashes their beefs. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay, so I say we use Thanksgiving as an opportunity to squash some of those beefs.
Overwhelmed with the spirit of the holiday, the Paddy's Pub gang decides to make amends with their enemies by having them over for Thanksgiving dinner.
What the hell is this?
It's a peace treaty. We need you to sign that.
I thought I was getting an eye.
An eye? Why would you think that?
You kept making comments. You're hinting about eyes.
The episode sees the return of several fan-favorite characters who are all peacefully gathered around the table. Of course, since this is the gang we're talking about, it isn't long until these people go from breaking bread to breaking each other.
Okay, I have an idea. It's time now to wipe the slate clean.
No, you said we were gonna do the hatchet thing first.
Don't worry about the hatchet thing.
She's
That
going
was an
out of order.
unsanctioned move.
Secrets are revealed, illegal substances are taken, and hatchets are thrown rather than buried. It all accumulates in a fire, which seems to be a trend in Thanksgiving episodes. Instead of extinguishing the fire, though, the gang locks their guests inside to potentially perish. It's hilariously mean-spirited, but that's exactly what we'd expect from a very sunny Thanksgiving.
Beefs are best left simmering under the surface. I've learned that now.
Best thing to do with a beef, jam it deep down inside and then press forward.
Number 7. Talking Turkey, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. When Will's mother visits for Thanksgiving, Vivian begins to fear that she's been letting her children live a privileged lifestyle.
Mom, I'll get that for you.
Oh, thank you, babe.
Jeffrey!
So she decides to have the kids prepare Thanksgiving dinner. What could possibly go wrong?
Ladies and gentlemen, dinner will be served in 10 minutes. Excuse me.
Well, the yams are burnt, the stuffing looks more like oatmeal, and the turkey is frozen inside. Oh, and naturally, a fire broke out off screen. Although the dinner is a total disaster, the family can't help but laugh about it.
Interesting. I've never had them before with this thick black crust.
It's Cajun style.
Will even seems giddy about how terrible the meal is, barely able to contain his smile as each dish is presented.
It's frozen inside.
Well, I'm sorry. I thawed it as much as I could. What was I supposed to do, sit on it all day?
The final embrace between Will and his mother reminds us that when life gives you cranberries, you can always make cranberry sauce. Just don't drop it on the floor. Number 6. Thanksgiving Orphans. Cheers. Cheers demonstrated how a close group of friends can be like a family. Carla thus hosts a Thanksgiving potluck for the Cheers crew. Just as families tend to clash over the holidays, however, this Thanksgiving is basically a food fight waiting to happen.
The only thing wrong here is we're hungry now. Who else wants to join me in these ice-cold potatoes?
Hey, go great here with the Jell-O soup.
Yeah, I'm dying to try some of the hair growing on the crudité.
Cheers has always been an excellent ensemble piece, but this episode finds every cast member firing on all cylinders. From the guys battling over the TV, to Diane showing up in a pilgrim outfit, there isn't a weak link. While most of the food is turned into ammunition, Norm's turkey is finished by the time they settle down. The ending leaves us on a pitch-perfect punchline as we're finally introduced to Norm's wife Vera, albeit with pie on her face.
Sam, think fast.
Everybody, this is Vera.
Number 5. Pilgrim Rick. This Is Us. A recurring theme in Thanksgiving episodes is that whatever can go wrong will go wrong. As long as you're surrounded by loved ones, though, the worst Thanksgiving can turn into a cherished memory.
I guess we're having Thanksgiving at the Pinewood Lodge.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Such is the case for the Pearsons when they experience some car trouble and are forced to spend Thanksgiving in a motel.
I needed a warm bed, too, when I finally made my way off the Mayflower. Do you know about the Mayflower, little kitties?
This unusually touching Thanksgiving marks the beginning of several Pearson family traditions, which continue even in modern day as Kevin lets Miguel don the Pilgrim Rick hat. Alas, not even Police Academy 3 can put a smile on anyone's face after Randall confronts Rebecca over a secret she's been keeping.
Randall, you have to understand.
Understand what? That you knew my father? That you kept him from me my entire life?
We're left on a bittersweet note as the family comes together in the past and falls apart in the present. Number 4. Thanksgiving 3. New Girl. Where most Thanksgiving specials mainly take place in the dining room, this New Girl episode takes festivities out into the wilderness.
We're gonna be hunting and foraging for our dinner, just like the Indians and the Pilgrims.
You brought beer.
This bright idea stems from Nick, obviously, who's determined to show Coach that he hasn't gone soft since entering a relationship with Jess. As he tries to prove his masculinity, Jess tries to prove her devotion to Nick by eating his dead fish. Not only does the fish taste horrendous, but it sends Jess into a disoriented haze.
Jess, stop! The bear trap! Ah! I'm coming! Jess!
Head first? Why?
We're not sure what's funnier, Jess accidentally falling into a bear trap or Nick willingly diving in after her.
We're fine. I may have cracked a few ribs and, Jess is delirious.
The night may result in a trip to the hospital, but at least Jess is able to have dinner with her friends, even if she can't eat.
You were throwing up a lot. That was scary.
Number 3. Turkeys Away. WKRP in Cincinnati. Weirdly enough, this sitcom was based on creator Hugh Wilson's real-life experiences working at the WQXI radio station. Even weirder, this outrageous episode was loosely inspired by an actual incident.
Oh yes, I can see it now. It's a helicopter, and it's coming this way.
According to Clark Brown, who worked with Wilson, the station threw live turkeys out of a truck and into a crowd as part of a Thanksgiving promotion. What they didn't realize is that turkeys can't fly, at least not the ones you prepare for dinner. The episode takes the story one step further by having the turkeys dropped out of a helicopter, upping the insanity.
The turkeys are hitting the ground like sacks of wet cement.
While we don't see the turkeys crashing down, listening to the description of the mayhem is even funnier. Oh, the humanity. Or should we say, oh, the turkey-manity?
Those of you who just tuned in, the Pinedale Shopping Mall has just been bombed with live turkey.
Number 2, Slapsgiving, How I Met Your Mother.
I've only got so many hands. See what I got going on here? They're turkeys, but they're also hands. Because later we're gonna eat turkey, and then I'm gonna slap you in your face.
We all have our Thanksgiving traditions, but slapping a close friend is definitely a unique one. Continuing one of the show's best running gags, the slap bet, Marshall creates a website counting down to Thanksgiving when he'll deliver his third smack across Barney's face.
Oh my, look at that. That means we're in the final hour of the countdown. I'm not scared.
The real tension, however, is between Ted and Robin as they adjust to being just friends after breaking up. The presence of Robin's older boyfriend only makes matters more awkward.
We are going to enjoy a civilized, grown-up holiday.
Not too grown up. I made Jello shots. We's gonna get silly, bitches.
Although the evening is on the verge of being a major buzzkill for everyone, the mood lightens up when Marshall is given permission to deliver a slap and a song.
You can slap him.
What? Wait, you...
That's 3!
You Just Got Slapped may be the most uplifting and most cynical tune we've ever heard. We salute this episode.
You just got slapped across the face, my friend. You just got slapped. Yes, that really just happened.
And I had just gotten You Just Got Slapped out of my head too. Here are some other memorable episodes for this time of year before we get to the episode I absolutely reenact every Thanksgiving.
I'm out of here.
Hey, what's the problem?
You're operating on a turkey?
Oh my God, I can't look.
10, 9, 8.
Oh my God, they're counting down.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's in the vat. It's like a death in the family.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Xander,
You look like death.
are you okay? You didn't bring rolls?
They sent me 2 turkeys. The more photo-friendly of the 2 gets a presidential pardon and a full life at a children's zoo. The runner-up gets eaten.
If the Oscars were like that, I'd watch.
Remember the chocolate souffle I made for Thanksgiving 2 years ago?
Oh, yeah, that was...
Rat puke compared to what I have planned. The crepes I made last Thanksgiving?
Oh, they were...
Crap! Next to what we're having tonight.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, the one with all the Thanksgivings, Friends. While the one with the football may have been the stronger ensemble piece, this classic Friends episode is like several Thanksgiving specials for the price of one.
I made a touchdown. It was my first touchdown. So.
Thieves, that's great. Doesn't count.
It does so count.
Cheater, cheater, compulsive eater.
Between Joey getting a turkey stuck on his head and Phoebe losing an arm, at least in a past life, there's no shortage of priceless moments.
Oh, no, it's cool. You can stay here. My parents won't mind.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to be stuck here all night with your fat sister.
The main highlights occur in the 80s when we find out what drove Monica to go through a weight loss, which in return resulted in Chandler losing a toe, or part of one. This might be one of the darker jokes in the series, which is actually refreshing, especially for a Thanksgiving episode. As grim as matters get, it does work up to a warm-hearted ending as Monica and Chandler take a major step in their relationship.
You love me!
No, I don't! Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.